Hey YouTube, I'm back. So basically we just got this stuff here. This stuff. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use it on the leather upper just to give them a thorough clean. So let's get to it. It's the soap, but what I'm doing is you scrub in a circular motion until it reaches it. It won't, don't worry guys, it won't damage the shoe, it will just help them. You only need a little bit, of course. If you do, it just needs a little bit of, you just need a little bit of this stuff, and then what I'm gonna do after I apply it onto the shoe, onto these trainers, is I'm gonna wash them off so it doesn't damage the leather. That's what you gotta keep in mind when you are doing these type of cleaning. Just make sure it doesn't damage the material and won't damage it. So this is what they look like, as you can see. They've cleaned up pretty well on the leather, but the everywhere else is a bit not really great. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to get some, I've done it all, as you can see guys, I've done it all over. Next part, we're going to get some tissue and dry it, but before we can do that, I need to, okay, once you've done that, we're going to use some tissue and some water to wipe it down, so it is pretty hot, so I'm going to recommend you be very careful. Next part, we're going to wipe it down with this. So this is going to help the shoe. It's going to revive the shoe a little bit more. If you're thinking this is going to damage the shoe or anyway, it's not going to damage it. As long as you put a little bit in, the shoe's going to be fine. It's just going to make them more cleaner and try and get them bright the best they can. It's going to get clean as it's going to get, like I said in the other video. And let's see how they look. You get them dry as well. Okay, here we are. Here they are on the shoe. Take a look guys. After one session, they look pretty good. I'm gonna do the tongue. The tongue needs to be cleaned. You can see the tongue, like in the last video, is nearly back to white, but it still needs a good clean. And one thing you should do as well when you do this with a solution, you want to make sure that it doesn't turn yellow. So what you should do is wash it off. What I done is wiped it off because more easier. Clean that up later. You only need a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys now. You don't need a lot of it. But this is just going to help me just get this shoe cleaned, and then I'm going to wash it off. If you leave this on too long, it will turn yellow, and you don't really want that. So make sure that you do clean them properly. Like that. So once you've done that, we're going to dry them off. We need some more tissue, and we're just going to do this on the shoe, do it on a few places, and then we're going to dry it off, get it off before it turns it yellow, because you don't want it to turn yellow, and then you can't really do much with them. Next, we're going to clean this. So the tongue is actually nearly clean. The next part is we're going to do the laces as well, if we can in this video. I'm going to wash this off. Right. Oops. Once you've done that, you're going to take this and try and get it out. You want to make sure when you are washing clean shoes, you want to make sure it doesn't turn yellow. So what I did is, I'm going to show you what I've done. So you clean it on, and I'm going to wipe it down thoroughly. Okay. It's looking good so far. Let's see the results. And here are results of the shoe. They are clean. The sole looks decent enough. The leather, tongue looks decent. I've managed to get all the dirt that was embedded inside out. So what's going to really happen is We're going to concentrate on this area here. I know it's very hard to get out, get clean. So let's do it. So you're just going to clean it the best you can. You don't have to clean, it's going to get clean as it's going to get. Unfortunately, because of how the shoes were when I first got them off eBay, they were scuffed up and beat. It's necessary, you don't have to actually get rid of these shoes. You could just take them home. If they're in your size, take them home, clean them up, and make them look decent. And then you don't have to really go out and go JD or Sports Direct, JD, Foot Locker, or Foot Salon just to get a new pair of shoes. You can just get just clean them up. I'm gonna get more tissue paper. Just gonna, oops. Shit, I'm running out. Oh wait, this will do. And then there we go. Here we go. Here's the results of the shoe. The results, not too bad. It's clean enough. Leather looks okay. Very happy. Best I can do, really. And they look kind of clean. I'm happy with it. And yeah, it all looks cool. Yeah. So that's the shoe. Next part is we're going to do these disgusting shoelaces. Look at these. So disgusting. We're going to put them in there. Dip them in the solution. I'm going to try and wash them. I've seen people do this method where they wash their laces with their hands and rub them between your hands. These laces are pretty much disgusting, I'm going to say. They're very disgusting. They're very... Look at that, all that mud that's coming out of these shoes. And the next one, after, I got to make sure these are dry. I got to re-clean them again just to make sure the stuff didn't get on the shoe as well. So, yeah, these laces are really disgusting. So let's see how they look. They don't look too bad, but there's a bit of staining, bit of stuff on them. So I'm gonna clean them again. This one is the clean one. This one is the dirty one, so I got to redo those as well. And that's the. It's got these little things on there. What the hell? Anyway, I'll be back in a minute, guys. We're going to get some more fresh water and come straight back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. While we're waiting for the water, here's the laces. They're not really that bad, but they're still dirty. But the shoe turned out pretty good, though. We're gonna get something to just clean them up a little bit, make sure all the yellow stuff is off, to make sure it doesn't stain the shoe or turn it yellow. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay guys, we've just got some new water and some tissue paper. Next bit now, we're just going to go over it with the water just to make sure it's more clean. So we're going to do that now. Just to make sure that the shoe, make sure it doesn't turn yellow. You want to make sure when you are using this stuff, you want to make sure you give the shoe a proper clean with water. Just to make sure there's nothing on the shoe that will affect it when you apply it on. But unfortunately, this is why I'm using this toothbrush, just to wash it a little bit so it doesn't spread. Anyway, when you are doing this, you want to make sure that you're using your knees to make sure you stable the shoe. Next, see the toe box here? I'm going to redo that as well. Cleaning these shoes are not really that bad. Clean these up. And here we go. Shoe looks nice and clean. We're just going to get some paper towel and dry these off. Let them dry. As you can see by the results, and here are the results of the shoes. As you can see right now, they are decently clean enough, as you can see. I'm doing this outside because the shoes are dirty. Cleaned the soles a little bit, did the best I could. And this shoe is completely clean, and I'm happy with it. Done the best I could. And yeah, next part is we're gonna clean the laces. I'm gonna clean the laces. So as you can see right now, the laces are still a bit dirty because of how they are. So we're gonna get some hot soapy water. And then I'm going to rub them between my hands again. Then the next part is I'm going to let these laces dry for a couple of hours and then update you with the other shoe. And then after this shoe's been cleaned the best I can, we're just going to clean these up. Oh, if you guys like this video as well, drop a like and a comment as well. If you think, if you watch your favorite Adidas Shelter colorway. There was a black colorway I would get, but I don't like black anymore. I do like black, but I got bored of it, so I got white. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Okay, wash them again. I'm gonna let these laces dry as well. What I'm gonna do is let the laces dry for a couple of hours. Right, and let's see how they look. Okay, they look a bit decent, Let's see how they look. And here are the results, the laces. Unfortunately, they still have this stuff on it. I don't know what that's from though, so it's still got to be cleaned again. So what you're gonna do is dab it in solution, like this, with water. Dab it all again. And they're clean as they're gonna get, unfortunately. So what we're gonna do with these shoelaces is I'm gonna let these dry for a couple of hours so they are not that dingy. And yeah, so here's the results today from these trainers. I've done one shoe, and here it is. Here's the other shoe. This is what they look like before. All disgusting. Laces are disgusting. Uppers look dirty. Sole looks dirty. And all the rest. This is what they look like after. Uppers are reasonably clean, as the best they're gonna get. Tongue looks more cleaner. Back looks clean. Most of the shoe looks clean. More cleaner, more whiter. A little bit whiter, but unfortunately, we're gonna look at the stains. There is a bit of staining there where the tongue is, but they're gonna get clean as they're gonna get. So if you guys enjoy this video, Be sure to comment and subscribe, and in the next part we'll do the other shoe as well. Peace.